So how would a person know all that, though? What should he or she do?
Well, the most important thing, again, is the gold standard is to really go to the expert, the naturopathic physicians, for advice on what supplements to take and, you know, the best quality. You can really get the best quality products from your naturopath. And most really high-quality nutritional supplement companies, because they know that not all herbs and supplements are safe, they will sell only to naturopathic physicians and physicians.
So what I'm hearing then, it's better to go to you or someone like you to get your supplement rather than going into a market and just pulling it off a shelf.
Yes.
And how important is it to really read the labels?
The labels are very important, and the one thing that the Dietary Health and Supplement Act of 2007 did was help to further regulate the dietary supplements and say that, you know, if you're manufacturing supplements, you need to make sure that what's on the label reflects what's in the bottle.
Okay.
So there has been some progress in terms of regulation of herbs and supplements, and there's this higher standard of good manufacturing processes that's out there, but we still don't know. There still have been cases of heavy metals found in supplements. There's still cases of adverse effects happening, drug-nutrient interactions. So the gold standard really is to speak with a naturopath if you want the most effective nutritional supplement.
And we're thinking prevention here, too, because we don't want to see anything happen. But now, do people generally just self-medicate? Do you find that?
Yes, we are an independent culture, and we like to do things ourselves, and frequently I'll have people come in that have read something in a magazine, or and sometimes that's good because that stimulates conversation about, oh, well, talk to me about what your needs are, and let's look at this. So before some of my patients take something, they will talk to me about it and realize that I'll give them the best opinion as to, is this going to help, or is it a waste of money, and is there a form that's a better quality that they could be taking. Okay. But a lot of times people, I had one example, a patient who read on the internet that potassium, which is a nutrient which most Americans are deficient in nonetheless, was good for heart disease, and her mother had heart disease. So she decided to put her on potassium. Yeah. Meanwhile, as you know, being a nurse, potassium does not do well with hypertension medication, and she could have created a potentially life-threatening situation. Right. So that's an example where something that seems so benign, potassium, magnesium.
Eat a banana or take some orange juice or whatever.
Exactly.
Well, do people generally equate natural with safety or harmless?
Some people definitely do, but natural supplements can be dangerous, and they can be ineffective if you're not taking the right product. For example, besides general safety and quality, making sure that what you're getting has what it says that is in it. There's also the different forms. So, for example, folic acid comes in many different forms, and again, Americans are traditionally deficient in folic acid.
Yes.
And so if you're not getting the right type of folic acid, there are some people who lack the genetic enzyme to create the folic acid from regular folic acid supplements. So they need a special kind of folic acid. So you wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that. No, we wouldn't. Well, we're going to leave this part out, and I'm just going to take a short break.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm talking with Dr. Artemis Morris about herbs and nutritional supplements. Before a person takes something, are there any questions that a person should ask him or herself?
Oh, definitely. And one of the most important questions they should ask is, who is advising me on what I'm taking? So, they should definitely check in and see what are they taking now, and are there any alternatives to what they're taking? Because one place that nutritional supplements can be very helpful is in providing an alternative to pharmaceutical drugs without side effects.
That's a key word, isn't it? Side effects.
Yes, and there are multiple side effects, and herbs and supplements can be used, for example, with high cholesterol. Lipitor is prescribed for high cholesterol, and one of the important side effects is irreversible muscle damage. I can't tell you how many people have come in with muscle aches and pains, and they're not sure where did this come from, and weakness in the legs, and they're told to report this to their physician that prescribed it, but sometimes they don't think about it, and so I might see them and say, well, talk to your doctor about, maybe Lipitor is causing those muscle side effects.
Right.
And there are nutritional supplements that can help decrease the side effects of Lipitor. Coenzyme Q10 is one of the nutrients that's depleted with Lipitor, so that it might be a simple matter of adding a nutritional supplement to reduce the side effects. And another option is to look at alternatives to Lipitor and other medication that don't have the side effects. So there's a number of nutritional supplements, red yeast rice, pantethine, fiber nutrients that reduce cholesterol just as effectively as Lipitor without the side effects. And that combined with diet is, they're saying...
If a person had a 300 reading, I'm hearing that the supplements would bring it down to normal range?
Absolutely. They're just as effective as the pharmaceutical drugs. There was a study that just came out in the Journal of the American Medical Association that looked at some red yeast rice and found that too. So it's one thing.
That's exciting.
It is. It is.
Because the side effects can be devastating for a lot of people.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than that, would there be any other question you might ask before?
Yeah, so definitely who is prescribing the supplement, and, what am I taking it for?
Right.
And there's other questions, too, that you might think of. And you might even have some things that you picked up there.
Well, we know what are the recommended dosages. Most people don't even think about that. You go in and you just take something and it says take 3, take 4, and that's it. And have you talked with your doctor or your naturopathic physician? Is that important too?
Definitely. So you mentioned dosage, and that's one place where, again, you might not know what dosage is right just by reading in a magazine, and different dosages for different people of different ages, and what particular type of supplement. So sometimes the leaf is the most important part, sometimes the root, and you wouldn't know that just by picking up something that says hawthorn or at a supplement, at a pharmacy. And definitely it's really important to talk to your physician and write down what supplements you're taking. Because they can interact with medication. They can also affect bleeding time with surgery. One thing to keep in mind is MDs are experts in pharmaceutical drugs. If you want a pharmaceutical drug, they're the people to talk to. But if you want expert advice in nutritional supplements, you may be led astray by your MD because they might say, oh, that doesn't work, or this is dangerous. And I've had cases where people have come in and said, oh, my MD said this about a supplement, and it's not true, and it thwarts their ability to do something that's going to prevent an illness later. So make sure that you check with your naturopathic physician before taking advice on nutritional supplements.
I know of so many people that just go and because they've read something and just go to the market and do it. Now, is there a difference in the supplements that you get in the grocery store versus what somebody would get from you? What is the difference?
There are a number of major differences. One is the quality. So it might, as you know, certain things, if you're getting a better quality, it's going to be more expensive. So some of the supplements that we carry are better quality and may or may not be a little more expensive. And part of that is due to the research. So as you know, pharmaceuticals are $1 billion drug industry. Nutritional supplements, we don't have quite as much of the research, but the supplement companies that I recommend are companies that I've either gone to the facilities, I know who the researchers are, I know what the quality standards are, and they do spend the money as a company on researching the quality, effectiveness,
the absorption rate and all that.
Absolutely. All of that is taken into consideration to create the best quality nutritional supplement.
Okay.